If you love emotional and inspiring stories, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. The clock ticked softly in the quiet bedroom. Sarah sat by the window, holding a small pair of baby socks in her trembling hands. It was her third miscarriage in 6 years. Every time she tried to let go, life reminded her of what she didn't have. Daniel entered quietly, his eyes tired but loving. He knelt beside her, gently placing his hand over hers. "Sarah," he whispered, maybe this isn't the way we're meant to be parents." Her eyes filled with tears. "You mean, give up?" He shook his head. "No, never. I mean, maybe God has a different plan for us." They had loved each other since college, two souls who believed love could survive anything. But infertility was a silent war. It didn't scream or fight. It just waited, slowly stealing hope one dream at a time. Months passed. Doctor visits, tests, and endless nights of crying turned into numb acceptance. Until one morning, Daniel suggested something different. "Sarah," he said, holding a brochure, "what if we adopt?" Her eyes met his, uncertain but curious. "Adopt?" "Yes. There's a child out there who needs us. Maybe we need them too." That night, Sarah prayed for the first time in months. Not for a miracle, but for strength. And somewhere in that silent prayer, a new hope was born. The adoption process wasn't easy. Endless paperwork, interviews, background checks. Every step felt like another test of their patience. But one evening, the phone rang. "Mr. and Mrs. Carter," said the voice on the other end. "We found a baby girl who might be perfect for you." Sarah's heart skipped a beat. When they arrived at the adoption center, the social worker handed Sarah a tiny bundle wrapped in pink. Her name was Lily. She was barely 4 months old, with big brown eyes that seemed to look straight into Sarah's soul. The moment Sarah held her, she felt warmth flow through her veins. For the first time in years, she cried not out of pain, but joy. Daniel watched with moist eyes as Sarah kissed the baby's forehead. "Welcome home, little one," he whispered. Life changed beautifully. Their house was no longer silent. Laughter echoed in the halls, toys scattered across the floor, and Sarah would hum lullabies every night. Daniel became a devoted father. He would record Lily's every giggle, every step. Sarah often caught him staring at Lily with a strange intensity, as if she reminded him of something lost. One night, while organizing documents, Sarah found a brown envelope inside Lily's adoption file. It was old, yellowed, sealed with tape. Curiosity took over. Inside was a letter, written in neat, delicate handwriting. At the bottom, it was signed by Emma, Lily's birth mother. Sarah began reading. "I'm sorry, Daniel. I had no choice. I know you'll never forgive me, but please, if fate ever brings her back to you, love her like you always wanted to." Sarah froze. The letter fell from her hands. Her heartbeat thundered in her ears. Daniel? Her Daniel? That night, Sarah couldn't sleep. Daniel lay peacefully beside her, unaware that her world had started to crumble. The next morning, she acted normal, made breakfast, packed his lunch. But every smile felt like a mask. Who was Emma? Why was Daniel's name in that letter? Days passed. Sarah's doubts grew heavier. One afternoon, when Daniel went to work, she visited the adoption agency. "I'd like to know more about my daughter's birth parents," she said softly. The social worker looked uncomfortable. "I'm afraid we can't disclose personal details." Sarah interrupted. "Please, I just need to know if the name Daniel means something." After a long pause, the woman sighed. "There's something you deserve to know, Mrs. Carter." She handed Sarah a file, confidential, marked with red ink. Inside was a document revealing the biological father's name, Daniel Carter. The room spun. Her knees gave out, and she clutched the file like a lifeline. The woman continued. He never claimed the child. The mother placed the baby for adoption soon after birth. Sarah walked out in silence, the world around her blurred and distant. When she reached home, she stared at Lily, her sweet baby girl, playing with her stuffed bunny. A single tear rolled down her cheek. That night, Daniel returned home to find her sitting in the dark, holding the letter. "Sarah?" he asked, concerned. She looked up slowly. "Who is Emma?" He froze. The color drained from his face. "I asked you something." Her voice trembled but sharp. "Who is she?" Daniel sank onto the couch, running his hands through his hair. "It was before you. I was young, foolish. We were together for a few months. When she got pregnant, I panicked. I wasn't ready. We ended things, and she disappeared." Sarah's heart broke with every word. "And you didn't tell me?" "I thought it was over," he said, tears forming. "I didn't even know what happened to the baby until now." Sarah stood up, trembling. "You let me believe we adopted a stranger's child, but she's yours." Daniel's voice cracked. "I didn't know, Sarah. I swear I didn't know until the day we brought her home. When I saw her eyes, I just knew." Silence, the kind that cuts deeper than words. She walked away, whispering, "You betrayed me in the one place I felt safest, our family." Days passed without a word. Sarah stayed at her sister's house, leaving Daniel alone in their home with the ghosts of his choices. He called every day, texted, apologized, but she needed time. Time to feel, to cry, to breathe again. One evening, she came back to collect her things. Lily saw her and ran into her arms, giggling. Sarah held her tight, the warmth of the little girl melting her anger bit by bit. Daniel stood at the door, tears glistening. "Sarah," he whispered. "I know I don't deserve forgiveness, but please don't punish Lily for my mistakes." She looked at him, the man who had broken her heart yet given her the greatest gift of her life. He continued, "I wanted to be a father to her long ago, but I was too scared. When she came back into our lives, I thought it was fate giving me another chance. Not just as her father, but as your husband too." Sarah's lips trembled. "You should have trusted me, Daniel. We could have faced it together." He nodded, broken. "I know, I was a coward, but you made her whole. You gave her the love I couldn't." Tears rolled down both their faces. Lily tugged at Sarah's sleeve, holding a small crayon drawing. 3 stick figures holding hands, with a big red heart in the middle. "Mommy, Daddy, me," she said, smiling. In that moment, Sarah realized something profound. Betrayal hurts, but love heals deeper. And sometimes forgiveness isn't about forgetting. It's about choosing peace over pain. She walked closer to Daniel, placing Lily's tiny hand in his. "We can't erase the past," she said softly. "But maybe we can start again. Not for us, but for her." Daniel broke down, pulling them both into a trembling embrace. "I'll never hide anything from you again," he whispered. "I promise." Later that night, Sarah wrote in her diary, "Life didn't give me the child I dreamed of. It gave me the child I was destined for. The man who broke my heart also built my home. And in between the pain and forgiveness, I found the true meaning of love." As the stars shimmered outside, Sarah tucked Lily into bed and kissed her forehead. Daniel stood behind her, wrapping his arms around her shoulders. Their story wasn't perfect. It was human, born of heartbreak, shaped by forgiveness, and sealed by the laughter of a little girl who unknowingly healed them both. And for the first time in years, their home wasn't silent anymore. It echoed with love, imperfect, fragile, but real. Sometimes betrayal leads to the truth that destiny was always trying to show us. Love tested by pain becomes love that lasts forever.